So this is the murli of the 23rd of November, 1981. 23rd of November, 1981. And the title is Renunciation of Renunciation. And what does it mean in Hindi? Tyag ka bhi tyag. Renunciation of renunciation would mean tyag ka bhi tyag. So let's understand as we listen to this murli. So, do you know who Bap Dada has come to meet today? Today, the Father, with many arms, has come to meet his arms, that is, hands. That is, he has come to meet his children who are constantly cooperative. So, we children, we Baba's children, are constantly cooperative with him. But many of us are not able to be cooperative all the time. But especially those who are cooperative all the time, Baba is mentioning them, Baba is looking at them, and he's calling them his hands, his arms. So there are so many specially cooperative souls who are constantly ever ready in the Father's task as his right hands. There are so many specially cooperative souls who are constantly ever ready in the Father's task as his right hands. As soon as Babdada gives a direction through signals, the right hands, the special arms, the obedient children always say, "Yes, Baba, we are ever ready." So let's take a moment together to see ourselves becoming ever ready. Like the military people, they're ever ready. At one signal, very quickly, they're able to report to work. So similarly, we are ready at all times. Baba, you tell us what you want from us, and we shall deliver it. We shall do it. So we are the obedient children, we are right hands, and we are ever ready. Obedient children, right hands, ever ready. Babdada says, "Hey, children." And the children say, "Yes, Baba." The Father is seeing such special hands. He hears the sound of the children of the special hands everywhere. Haji, Baba. Now, Baba, I am present, Baba. The sweet sounds of the children reach Bab Dada. The Father always calls such children, especially beloved children, his worthy children. So the ones who are always ready, ever ready. Baba, I'm present. You tell me what needs to be done. So Baba loves such children a lot. So he looks at them, he calls them, especially beloved children, his worthy children, his children who are the decoration of the world, the master bestowers of fortune, the children who are master bestowers of blessings. Vardata is master bestowers of blessings, and bestowers of fortune is Bhagya Vidhata. So we are Bhagya Vidatas, we are Vardatas. Today, Babdada was making a list of the names of such children. What do you think? Are we in that list? How much of the rosary would Baba have prepared? Would it be a small rosary or a big one? And what number would each one of you have in that rosary? Baba is not talking about the final result of the rosary. Baba is making a rosary of the number of you who have become such right hands at the present time. You can easily know your number of the present time, can you not? Whilst checking each one's number in the rosary, Father Brahma said something special. What would he have said? Today, the special topic is of the right hands of cooperation. Today, the special topic is of the right hands of cooperation. Sahayogi. Regarding the topic of cooperation, Baba was looking at those who live at home with their families and yet maintain an attitude of being beyond. those who are in connection with everyone, yet constantly pay attention to their spiritual interaction. That is, we don't get too involved. Baba doesn't want us to get too involved with the world that we lose our sense of who we are. Yes, we shouldn't lose ourselves in the world, in the lokic relationships. So Baba very beautifully is saying, regarding the topic of cooperation, Baba was looking at those who live at home with their families and yet maintain an attitude of being beyond, of transcending the worldly concepts and thoughts and beliefs and prejudices and biases. Yeah, so those who are in connection with everyone and yet constantly pay attention to their spiritual interaction. Baba was seeing the speciality of the special children who are detached and loving to the Father. So, detached from the world and loving to the Father. Those who are beyond any effect of the heat of the atmosphere's fire. So, there's a lot of fire in the world, fire of negativity, but we need to be able to stay protected away from that fire, beyond any effect of that fire. So Babdada saw such children who were fireproof. So note this down somewhere if you can. I am a fireproof child of Baba. Yes, I am Sahayogi, that is cooperative child. I am right hand of Baba, but I am also fireproof. And I think Baba said earlier, I'm an obedient child, right? That's another wonderful self-respect point. I say, Haji, I'm cooperative, I'm obedient, but also I'm a cooperative soul and I'm a fireproof soul. Today, Baba was praising the children who are double actors. Another lovely self-respect point. Lovely title. Children who are double actors. Those who play spiritual parts in their worldly lives. So one is spiritual life, spiritual part that we're playing, and then the worldly life. So we have brought these two together, and Baba is calling us double actors. So one speciality he mentioned of some children who are double actors was that of being free from attraction. He mentioned a speciality of some children who are double actors, that they are free from attraction. Free from attraction of what? The worldly things, worldly material possessions, worldly relationships, worldly position in society, and so on and so forth. So they have a good income and could afford to have whatever facilities they want for their comfort, but they live and eat very simply instead. Yes, some Baba's children that he saw were free from attraction. They were really special double actors, that they had enough income and money and whatnot, but yet they lived simply and ate simply. So they chose that simple life. They first take out a share, specially for spiritual service. They fulfill their responsibilities to their worldly work, household, relationships, and contacts. However, because of having broad and unlimited intellects, they don't upset anyone, but they understand the secret of accumulating a divine income. So, we can do the right thing without upsetting people, you see. That's what Baba is saying. Sometimes we feel, oh, if I do Baba's service, if I do murli class, meditation, people around me will get upset. No, they are upset anyways. And they're upset with us, not because we are following Baba's directions, actually, but because of our own nature, our own behavior in general. So if we can improve our behavior, improve the way we interact with them, they'll become happy and they will let us do what we are doing. Yes, I've seen so many times some people, one person was talking about, family relationships, husband wife relationships. My husband does this, my husband doesn't allow me to meditate, and this and that. But later it was found out, and she herself said, the sister, that actually I create so much of trouble to my husband, for my husband, that he gets upset. And when he gets upset, then he gets upset with everything. Then when I sit in murli class, then he doesn't like that. So I said, now that you have realized what mistake you're making, then why do you say things or do things which upset him unnecessarily? You've realized it yourself. You're saying it yourself. Then why do? But it is my nature. I keep doing that. But no, why don't you change your nature quickly so that you don't do that? So similarly, it could be husband doing that to wife, wife doing that to husband. It could be children doing that to parents, parents doing that to children, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, all these different relationships. If you know that something is wrong, then why not fix it? And also, it is important to take time to understand what is wrong within ourselves. I have realized this after 25 years of really trying to understand, human interactions, human nature. What I have realized is that people in general don't stop you from doing the right thing. If you are a nice person, if you do other things right, so let's say 24/7 I play video games, let's say. I don't do anything. I don't help with the activities of the house. If I go back to India, let's say, my other family members are struggling to get me to do something, take responsibility, take charge of my life, take charge of other activities at home. I don't do that. Then in the evening, if I want to join the Murli class, they will not be happy. They will create trouble with that. But throughout the day, I have been diligent. I've been taking responsibility for everything. How in the world will they stop me? Or why would they stop me? In fact, they'll be very pleased that I go to the Murli class. They say, wow, Shwetang, maybe that is the reason why you are so diligent with everything. Go, please go. Right? So Baba is saying, because of having broad and unlimited intellects, they don't upset anyone, but they understand the secret of accumulating a divine income. Therefore, because of understanding all secrets, they take out a special share. Now, I was saying that a few days back, that all along in my life, even before, I have a thought that whether I should contribute to Baba or not, the way I have set it up is part of my income automatically goes to Baba. Yes, the Baba is saying, therefore, because of understanding all secrets, they take out a special share. The Gopikas are no less in this speciality either. There are such incognito Gopikas who are considered half partners in their worldly lives, but they are full partners in making a deal with the Father. So Gopikas, that's why Baba is appreciating the Gopikas. Baba is saying there are such incognito Gopikas who are called half partners in their worldly lives, but they are full partners in making a deal with the Father. There are Gopikas as well as Pandavas who have such true, honest, and generous hearts. You were told that today Baba was making a list of the names of such children. They are very economical, but generous in their use of everything for spiritual tasks. Lovely. So we have to be economical in not wasting, right? But we should be generous in our use of these things, that whatever we have been bestowed with, endowed with, gifted with, we have for spiritual tasks. Because everything that we have, really, who does it belong to? Baba, right? It's a gift from the universe. These things don't belong to us. So they do not use their leisure time for rest. In the account of their physical wealth, they use 75% for spiritual tasks and the rest to fulfill their worldly responsibilities just for namesake. So lovely, so lovely. In the account of their physical wealth, They use 75% for spiritual tasks and the rest to fulfill their worldly responsibilities just for namesake. Such renunciate children have a constant and imperishable fortune. However, they however, there weren't that many who play their parts in such a clever and tactful way. They can be counted on your fingers. So, do we want to be among those that Baba counts on his fingers? Yes. The select few, the handful who were clever and tactful in that way, that they were generous hearted in giving to Baba, but economical in the way they were using things in the world, yeah, in their lokic lives. Nevertheless, the praise of these special souls who are double actors was definitely mentioned. Now, Baba is talking about the second category. There are the second number children who also do everything but claim the second number. Incognito donation is said to be the greatest donation. The speciality of a great donor is to renounce the feeling of having renounced anything. Maine tyag kiya, I've given, I've renounced this. We go around screaming, then what's the point? So do, but don't have to announce. The practical and instant fruit received for an elevated act is to be praised by everyone. Servers receive the seat of elevated praise. They receive the seat of regard and status. They definitely attain that success, but all of that success is just a step along the path. You see, people will start praising, wow, what a server you are. Baba many times says there are two different categories, of our efforts. One is to become praiseworthy, and the other is to become worship worthy. Worship worthiness comes with purity, and praiseworthiness comes through service. And purity also comes through service. You see, the more service you do, the more it enables you or empowers you to be pure. And the more you become pure or more you work on your purity, more it enables you to do service. So, in a way, both of them are complementary to each other, worship worthiness, praiseworthiness. But Baba is saying that sometimes what happens is when we get praise, which is awesome, which is an essential byproduct, it will come. And it is, like I have said many times, it is good for the soul. It's very healing for the soul to get praise, but sometimes we get stuck in the praise. That shouldn't happen. We should use the praise to fuel further effort, yes, to motivate us to do more. And one day we will reach the point where nothing will be needed and we'll be serving spontaneously. So it is not the final destination, Baba is saying. Therefore, become a renunciate of that and thereby become fortunate. So it is not the final destination. Therefore, become a renunciate of that and thereby become fortunate. This is known as being a great renunciate. If you do something and instantly eat the fruit of that, you don't accumulate anything. Because the confluence age is the age of receiving instant fruit, you would definitely attain temporary success as the practical fruit of your deeds. You would definitely attain temporary success as the practical fruit of your deeds. You're going to receive your reward in the future according to the eternal law anyway. But the confluence age is a blessed age. You receive the fruit as soon as you do something, but you must not eat it instantly. Consider it to be a holy offering and distribute it to everyone, or offer it to Baba, the Father, as bhog, and you will accumulate multi-billion fold for one. So, in other words, when praise comes to you, don't take it, don't accept it. Like, of course, if somebody is saying something good, it's good manners, I would say, that you say, yes, yes, thank you. But internally, you don't accept it. That is You shower it back on the other person or other people and to Baba. Yes, this happened because of Baba. Baba is there to support, but you all are also doing such amazing things. And that's why, whatever little I did became possible. If it weren't for you all, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Many times you will see these Hollywood actors when they're getting the Oscars, they'll come onto the stage and with a lot of humility, some of them with extreme humility, what will they say? It truly is a team effort, and I couldn't have gotten this award without the script writers, without the director, without the producer, without all the other people who were involved in the front and the back, wherever. And so in a way, sharing that praise that is coming to us, that we can share it with everyone and with Baba, right? Transfer it to Baba eventually, but share it with the world. That's what Baba is saying. Consider it to be a holy offering and distribute it to everyone. Or offer it to the Father as Bhog, and you will accumulate multi-million fold for one. Therefore, become clever in making this deal. Do not be naive. Do you hear this? These are the second number. Acha, do you want to hear about the third number? The third number cooperate very little in service and yet want to claim the same seat as those in the first number. Yeah, Baba is being very honest with, did you hear this? These are the second number. You will see that even in the world out there are some people at work who will say, oh, I'm also making a lot of effort. I should be given the CEO's salary and CEO's perks. And when you really look at how much they're working, if they're supposed to be there from 9 to 5, they will come at 9:30, 10. They'll try to leave at 3:34. They will have tons of complaints. They'll say, this is not my job. This is this person's job. Why should I do it? All of those things. They won't see that the CEO has come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and has left at 10 o'clock in the night and still goes home and keeps on doing work, and all the responsibility that the person is taking upon himself or herself. And that's why that person is entitled to bigger salary. You see? So there's this feeling of entitlement despite not putting in that much of effort. You see? So there needs to be a deep sense of understanding of these dynamics and clear understanding of the congruency that is needed between the effort that we put in and what we will receive. Yes, so Baba is saying that, let's repeat this. The third number cooperate very little in service, and yet they want to claim the same seat as those in the first number. They make more use of all the treasures for their own comfort. The first number is economical and belong to one. Belong to one, in parenthesis, the Hindi word is written ek nami. So economy and ek nami, these are rhyming words. The second number are those who earn and eat, and the third are those who earn very little and eat a great deal. They are the ones who eat from the income of others too. So what happens then? You create debt, right? You'll have to pay it back at some point. So it comes and they eat it. Renunciate children, renounce an elevated soul's share of fortune. A renunciate child's visible fruit and all attainments. But the third number children take even that share for themselves. Ouch, right? So the number one category would say, no, I didn't do anything. They did it, or you did it. And the other person could be a third number child and can, take the credit of what doesn't belong to that person, even what truly belongs to that renunciate child, the number one category child, right? So they are not those who earn it themselves, but simply those who eat it. This is why the number one children are those who remove any burden, whereas the others increase their own burden. This is because they don't eat from an income they have earned through their own efforts. I'll repeat, this is because they don't eat from an income they have earned through their own efforts. Baba saw such souls who constantly eat and drink in this way. Now, did you hear about the three numbers? Now ask yourself, which category am I? Acha. Even so, in today's heart-to-heart conversation, Baba constantly praised the children who live economically with their families. Beautiful, beautiful sentence. Baba constantly praise the children, or constantly praises in general those children who live economically with their families and who also only belong to just the one economy. Acha, the salutations now. To those who constantly say, Yes, Baba, I'm present, Baba. To those who constantly say, Yes, Baba, I'm present, Baba. That's ever ready for service. Baba gives us a signal and we rush to take care of it, to make it happen, to deliver. To those who renounce the feeling of having renounced anything, those who renounce the feeling of having renounced anything and make others fortunate. To those who make an elevated deal with Bab Dada for all time. The most amazing deal that can happen ever in the universe at all times is the deal with Bab Dada. To those who constantly use all their treasures for service. Now, Baba today said 75% of what we have, we give it to Baba, and the rest 25% to live our livelihood, right? Our take care of our worldly responsibilities. To those who constantly use all their treasures for service, to the souls who are the incognito donors who claim a great share. Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Om Shanti. So with this, we can end the murli now. So first category is of those who renounce even the feeling of any renunciation. Giving, giving, giving. Everything of theirs is for Baba. They are economical and they are economy. That is always belong to one Baba. So how they handle their lives, how they handle their worldly matters, yeah, it's something to learn from, right? That's the first category. And the second category are those who earn, but then they eat it away. And the third category who earn very little, but then they eat a lot. So Baba wants us to not be in the third or the second category, but remain in the first category. Oh, Shanti. How cooperative a soul am I? How much of a bestower of fortune am I? Bhagya Vidata, Vardata. How much of a bestower of blessings am I? How much of a double actor am I? How much of an obedient child am I? How much of a cooperative child am I? Yes, Sahayogi, right? Baba said. And Hanji part, that I'm always ready. So obedient and ever ready were in the beginning. Cooperative, ever ready. And so cooperative, obedient, ever ready. These three were together, right? And then the second one that Baba was talking about was where he was talking about being fireproof. And what did he say for fireproof? Loving and detached souls and double actors, right?